Neil, how are you?
I'm a lot better than you, I'd say. I'm a lot better than you. What happened?
So I'm going to do my best to keep it together now because it's a delayed reaction, to be quite honest with you, Neil, this morning. So I'm going to just do my best to hold it together. So I live in Little Island, and I decided that we go to the Cove Parade yesterday, myself and my 7-year-old son. I was meeting other family down there. So, the Cove side say that we would have entered from the train station.
Mm-hmm.
So we went in, got on the platform, and we were all kind of kitted out for the day that it was. And immediately we were confronted by, he was a coloured man. I would have said Nigerian. Okay, that's what I would have thought that he was, where he was from. We don't know.
Right.
And this is what I just want to be very, very clear. This is not what I'm making this about.
Male, yeah.
Okay, this is not what this is about. So we got on the platform. He started...
Little Island platform.
Little Island platform.
Okay, go ahead.
Going to Cove.
Yeah, you and your 7.
My 7-year-old son. So he immediately kind of came towards us and started shouting and roaring at us, had a bag in his hand. And then he made a gesture to myself and my 7-year-old. It was a gesture because he was shouting in his own language that he was going to throw us off the platform.
Right. How did you interpret that that's what he wished to do?
It was very easy to interpret. I didn't understand the language, but I definitely understood what he was trying to insinuate to us. It was very obvious, Neil, what he was insinuating.
Okay, thank you.
He pointed at me and my son. He made a gesture to throw onto the platform.
Go ahead. What happened next?
So I was very frightened because at the other side you've got the train destined for Kent, and that was a lot more busier, Neil, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And what really kind of scared me was nobody came to our aid. This man was shouting and roaring at us. We were terrified, and I wasn't going to approach him. He had a bag with him. But then about 5 minutes later, Neil, a lovely couple came on the platform from Dublin Hill, and he started on them as well, and then another few people. So there was a few of us there, and I said, this is not safe for this man to get on a train. I rang Cove Garda Station. They were amazing. They were really good. They said, look, we'll meet him off the train. But we were talking amongst ourselves saying, this can't be safe to leave this man on the train. So with that, we dialed 999, and within minutes, the train pulled up, Neil. The lady on the train didn't even get her name. She was incredible. Her main priority at that very moment was to stop the train, to protect her passengers. She walked out of the carriage he got on. 3 guards came and they got him, and they removed him from the train because there was no way that we were getting on unless he had gotten off, Neil. Do you understand?
Okay, I do understand. Can I just back this up actually with an eyewitness report that I got? This is some video footage also, which I'm not sharing, of what looks to be the apprehension of a man. This is what I came across today in the week leading up to St. Patrick's Day. And it was said that Patrick's Day parade was a possible target. Now, that's beside the point. That's to do with, whether or not there would be security issues at our parade.
Well, Neil, I will say that there was a lot of people that were on that side of the platform. That couple that I came down from Dublin Hill avoided Cork, which would have been their nearest parade, because they were afraid.
There was an alert. There was some kind of an alert doing the rounds. I don't think it was official or anything, but I can come back to that later if people wish. But anyway, so this is from yesterday. This is today at 1:15 in Little Island. People boarding a train to Cove for St. Patrick's Day parade. This man approached 2 women with a 7-year-old child. The man roared and screamed at the 2 women, saying he was going to throw them in front of a moving train. Credit has to go to the Gardaí, who responded within 5 minutes, and to the train driver, who refused to drive the train until the guards attended.
Amazing. She was amazing, and the guards were amazing. But I have a 7-year-old beside me at home today, not gone to school from the trauma. He hid himself in between 2 shelters on the platform yesterday.
He hid himself where?
There was like 2 little shelters. Say it was like for if you wanted to stand
out of the rain. Yeah.
He just found a way in. It was just so frightening.
And how was what did you do next then? Gardaí come along. What did you and your son do?
Gardaí came. It was their job then. I suppose it was in their hands then, Neil. We were on adrenaline. We got on the train, but it was short-lived. My son basically spent an hour in Cove. We didn't even stay for the parade. My son wouldn't get back on the older boy brought us home.
My God. I can't say much more about the incident involving this man, because I think there's a court appearance this morning, so we'll have to wait and see. But doesn't it show you, firstly, how fragile life is, and secondly, how something like this, I mean, it's bad what happened to you. You were definitely put at risk, and you definitely should be very upset, and your son misfortune. But doesn't it show that literally anything can happen when we walk out our door now? Anything.
I used to feel like that before. I keep things very simple in my life now, Neil, to be quite honest with you. But it was a day that I was looking forward to, and it was cut very short. But I just really wanted to thank this morning that lady on that train. You know, she was young enough, to be quite honest with you, Neil, and her priority was protecting everybody on that train.
Well done, her.
The guards yesterday, they were there in minutes.
But you said that
I want to thank them.
But nobody intervened. You said in your text to me, grown men looked and did not help. They stood by.
From across the way, I want to thank the couple from Dublin Hill, but there was a large number of people across the way, Neil, that just looked on, seeing the distress that my son was in. And we had no backup until that couple from Dublin Hill.
So the people that stood by and did nothing, were they on your side or the other side?
No, they were bound for Kent, say.
Okay.
They were going to
maybe they felt helpless. Maybe they
were afraid. Maybe they were trying to protect
themselves. So it was just you and this angry man?
And my 7-year-old behind me.
That's what I mean. And your 7-year-old that you were shielding.
Yeah.
What was going through your head?
To protect my son, Neil, obviously. Yeah. To keep him behind me.
Yeah.
It was a clear jest. He wanted to throw us off the platform. That's what he was insinuating. That's what he wanted to do.
And you would describe him as being very, very angry, shouting.
Angry, agitated, just really, I think what triggered him. Now, this may seem bizarre, but I pulled the flag out of my bag once I had stepped onto the platform. When I turned onto the platform, and that's when he kind of... but then I didn't understand what he was saying. So I'm only going from, a feeling that I may have had, because that's when it all kicked off, when I pulled the flag out of my handbag. Yeah. And I just put it... I put it away straight away. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't respond to him in any way.
Oh my God, no, because he did have a bag, Neil, and I was not aware of what was it. No way, absolutely not. I just kept my head down, and then, as I said, the couple from Dublin Hill, and I was just never so happy to see strangers.
Yeah, there was talk of the weekend, although the Gardaí on Lee's side said that there was no intelligence to suggest that there could have been any kind of extremist threat to St. Patrick's weekend in Cork. But put that aside, you certainly were threatened, and so was your son.
So was my son. Yeah, we were threatened. Yes, we were. Yeah.
And how is he? Does he talk to you about it? Is he asking you about it now?
We're trying to talk about it. I don't want him to be afraid of the world either, Neil, to be quite honest with you. And after that yesterday, all he said, he cried for his nan and granddad who passed last year, because we were going to visit them in Cove yesterday as well. And that's all he said. It was just so sad. It was so sad.
Because I don't mean to be overly alarmist, but we've all seen the video footage from London's Underground or New York's subway.
Yes.
Where anything can happen down there, and you get people pushing someone under a moving train. And then here, we were almost at that with you.
in Little Island, tiny little community. It was quite frightening. But I really do want to commend that girl that drove that train from Cork yesterday. She stopped that train, and like I said, I'll be repeating myself, Neil. Her priority was everyone on board that train yesterday.
Yeah, all credit due to her.
She was a timid little thing, but she was feisty.
Yeah.
She was protecting everyone on that train.
And did your man just stand there then waiting, or what?
Well, he got on the last carriage. We were at the very top speaking to the train driver. So he just got on the carriage as normal. Now, I did see maybe one or two people stepping off the carriage, but within seconds then, Neil, the guards are there, 3 of them, and they done their job.
Okay. You also said to me that you are a member of a Christian church with a lot of multiculturalism in the church.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they're the most amazing people. You know, it's turned my life around really, and I just want to make that very clear. This is not part me coming on being racist, far right, whatever anyone wants to label. Myself and my son were in danger to go and enjoy a parade yesterday. Our lives were put in danger yesterday.
Yeah, so are you saying to me in the sense that the fact that he wasn't of our skin colour or our nationality, are you saying that's irrelevant?
It doesn't matter what colour or creed. If this was a local, I'll be coming on the phone saying the same thing to alert the community. It doesn't matter. That
the times we live in now, that potentially anything can happen when you go outside your door. Anything, and literally I went out my door. Just be aware. Okay. Well, listen, the matter is in the hands of Garda Síochána. I believe that there is a court appearance this morning. So, a lot of TLC now and minding for... Clearly, I'm not taking the fact that you are very, very upset. But, of course, your focus is your son now. Your focus is your son, minding him. Yeah, that's it. That he can come back from it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, Neil, thanks for taking
Trish.
Take care.
And thanks for talking to me. Thank you. Bye.
Text 0868 104 106, lads. Pick up the phone on 0818.